The Supreme Court realized that politicians had used that earlier judgment to cause confusion in the polity, and so, while declining jurisdiction in order not to fall foul of its processes, still went ahead to ask some vital questions which put paid to any perceived confusion, if there was any, in that earlier judgment. The court struck out your motion but still gave a clarification.
INEC was certain that there was nothing in it that asked Ogwebegu Group to take over the functions of National Executive Committee. And in paragraph 7 of our affidavit, we stated clearly that those who are in the National Assembly now were nominees of the National Executive Committee of the PDP. So how can you now want to, from the back door, bring in people who are not nominated by the National Executive Committee?
To look at the Supreme Court's refusal to assume jurisdiction on INEC's request for interpretation alone would be elementary in the light of the very probing questions which Justice John Inyang Okoro, who wrote the lead judgment, posed on his earlier judgment.
For PDP, we got what we needed, and that is to have the court make a pronouncement as to whether the judgment they delivered had anything to do with substituting representatives at the Senate and at the House of Representatives. So it puts paid to the fact that nothing has changed.
There is no confusion at all because the court never at any time said or pronounced that the AGK Ogwebegu-led executive was to take over the functions. No, that is not the issue.
He also asked if the issue of the Anambra PDP legislators was at any time an issue before the Supreme Court after their elections had been litigated through the Election Petition Tribunals and the Court of Appeal, which was the terminal point.
First of all, it was not even before the court. The court cannot pronounce on something that was not before them.
The Supreme Court unanimously agreed that upholding the Federal High Court's recognition of AGK Ogwebegu's chairmanship did not amount to him taking over the duties of the National Executive on the party primaries.
Some people, out of their own selfish purposes, have continued to misguide the general public. Even the press has been misguided by these same people, telling them what the Supreme Court has not decided. This will never say they should go and sack people at National Assembly. The
Supreme Court warned lawyers to always guide their clients on the proper interpretation of court pronouncements. In Abuja, Femi Okeowo, NTA News.